It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
Hey guys, thank you for downloading today's podcast. This is the radio show podcast.
Yeah.
All the highlights, lowlights, midlights.
There's no lowlights, only midlights.
What is the most cooked thing you have asked ChatGPT, since we're talking about when ChatGPT got it wrong? What's been the most cooked thing that you're willing to admit that you've asked? Or you can't remember?
I don't know if I've gone too cooked just yet.
Oh, wait.
It's just simmering.
I love it when he's like, nah, me asking for every different hairstyle, that's not cooked. That's just normal.
I don't know. Is that cooked?
I
Asking
have
it to give me
asked
hairstyles?
it to construct text messages. Have you done that? Producer's nodding. Yeah. To Scott, like...
Yeah.
to
Take
get
out
to the
the
point to show where he's wrong. Yeah. and I
Actually-
love it when it's like, would you want more sass or would you want it more direct? And I was like,
Wouldn't yours say, do you want less sass?
no, it's
Sass
funny, isn't it?
overload.
Where they ask
Sass
if you want to
overload.
like change it or when you want to get to the point or do you want it to be more comical. But what's really funny about that is that prompt was sent in a WhatsApp by one of the mums. She was asking if we wanted to go along to something her son was doing.
Yeah.
And it actually had on there, at the bottom, let me know if you want this to be with more sass or not. I was like, cringe.
My cooked ones probably are when you see like news articles on Instagram or whatever and it says the sledgehammer backflip is the latest sex move or whatever that everyone's doing. I don't know, I'm just making something up.
Sure.
And I can't be bothered to read the article, so I'll ask ChatGPT what that is.
It's so good when they do
then
the paywall. Have you seen that?
They break it down.
Have you seen, like, you put in the headline? So if that article has, like, just the thing, you cut and paste that, put it into ChatGPT and say, this is a paywall, can you tell me the story?
And it will tell it to you. But that's why, because I don't want to, like, can't be bothered cleaning it, so I'll just check it. And then and the thing with ChatGPT is it breaks it down and exactly how you should do it.
I've got motivating kids without nagging. Oh, God, I don't know if that one worked.
Yeah. I did ask it, Stav Davidson radio highlights.
Right.
Oh.
I asked
For
it
my
back.
20-year anniversary.
Yeah, to see what it would collate on that.
Nothing?
Couldn't work it out. No.
Yeah. I am drawing a blank.
So, but that kind of, I guess that's like a quick Google sort of thing, you know what I mean? It would go through and pick out stuff. Why did I put in cheese boards and new dates?
You're having a nude date with a cheese board? What are you...
Oh, no, that was about a podcast
Oh,
episode.
do you know what it is really good for? Taking a photo of an X-ray or some sort of test results, but you haven't seen the doctor and there's like a long period in between. You just take it and upload it and it will give you like a detailed. So good.
Yeah, I use it a lot to rewrite my emails.
Yeah.
But it's made, you know what? It's made me even lazier with writing an email. I just slap the keyboard, don't even check any spelling, and then I just ChatGPT it.
Wow.
So, actually, I asked it. I asked it to give me help me write a sketch, which was about like different names for the bachelor's handbag.
Did you use it?
I have used some of them. Yeah,
Okay.
um, waiting
Credit
on
that it's
approval.
AI written or you don't bother?
Well, it's not
AI
AI,
doesn't
written;
mind.
it's AI assisted. You can do anything. It's kind of the way I sort of use it, to be honest, is because I do I work alone, right, on a lot of stuff that I do. And I find it easy. Like what I love about what we do here is you come in and you go, I'm thinking about this thing.
It workshops
and
with you.
Yeah. And you go,
Yeah.
I'm halfway here and you might go, oh, what about blah, blah, blah? And you go, yes, that's what I'm missing. The thing you can use it for is kind of like, and I talk to it. I don't always type it. I go, this is my idea. I'm thinking blah, 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 da, 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 and it might just say one thing and I go, that gives me an idea. Does that make sense?
Yep, that's good. Yeah, you workshop with it. Yeah.
So that's what it's good for. I've asked it about 7 times about, hey, I'm a male, 90 kilos, would like to get under 85. I'm this tall, put a meal plan together.
Yeah.
And I think that it's done it 3 times. I've never followed it. It must just be like, bitch, either listen or move on.
That's like me asking for your budget spreadsheet.
It must just be like,
Come on, do you want it or not?
ChatGPT's probably really trying to work out what I am at the moment because I've asked it for new hairstyles, what girls would look like with bangs, what's my meal plan, sex positions. Most be like,
It doesn't have an opinion. It doesn't judge.
what's going on here?
What sex positions did it give you?
No, I didn't give me. It's the ones that. Remember the ones I was saying? Like it tells you how to do them.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I can ask it. Do you want me to ask it?
No, I'm good.
Like, you know.
Stav Davidson would like to know.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of just like it's like a crazy Google. You know what I mean?
Personalized
advanced
Google.
Yeah. Yeah. Like. You know, you could even go against Google and be like, no, I'm going to go to the encyclopedia.
Well,
and
I mean-
Well,
find it
now
myself.
Google even uses the AI. So even if you say you're not using that one, you are, because that comes up first for Google.
You can disengage that.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I always think it's automatic for it. But yeah, it just compiles it, so you don't need to go through all the different Google searches.
Yeah. But we do talk about ChatGPT in today's...
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah. See, you're good at that.
Thanks.
Look at you go.
ChatGPT
How
reminded
can
me.
I be more like Abby Coleman?
You got the blonde wig happening. You'll be fine.
Yeah. We also speak to the Transport Minister, and you're going to put forward your proposal on how you can fix the M1.
Such a politician response, wasn't it?
Yep. And Stav, once again, wasted his life savings on a trip overseas.
Completely unnecessary.
I bet you ChatGPT could have been able to tell you that you didn't need to do that.
Probably could.
All right, here we go. Roll the podcast.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
Back to school. Back to school.
Oh, yeah, we get our sanity back next week, people. Those beautiful, cherished little bundles of pain in the anus that we have going back to school. My son starts high school Tuesday.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
What are your kids doing?
Rory goes back Wednesday.
Yeah, my youngest goes back on Tuesday, and then the other ones go back on Thursday because their Catholic school staggers the return date for different years.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
So it's
Yeah.
the
But we
same-
got emails yesterday. The update.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So my son going into high school, same thing, all boys school.
Yeah.
Man, they're good. They like to come on the Kate.
Yes, it's organised because they're a boys' school.
was
They've
gonna
got to
say-
be on top of things, and that's what I love about it.
Do you think, do you think if it was an all-girls school there would be as much communication, or they trust the girls to know what's going on?
Of course
Are
they
like,
trust the girls
These
to be
are
able
all
to do
boys.
what
We've
they're
got to tell
doing.
the
And
parents.
I say that because my holidays with 3 boys has just been like, oh my God, why do they just do the dumbest things? What can we do that's the dumbest in this room?
We don't see it as dumb.
No.
We see it as creative.
Exactly.
And creative haircuts are out. This has been doing the rounds this week. High school, St Edmund's College in Ipswich, have been copying it because they put up on, it must have been AI generated, possibly too, some of the haircuts you can and can't have. And it's saying like the mullet's not acceptable, the undercut.
Yeah.
The burst fade.
But yeah,
Which is just, I love it when kids think they've come up with a new name of a haircut. I'm
yeah.
like, okay.
It's a
Nah,
mini
burst
mullet.
fade wasn't around when, okay, you're right. Yep.
Xander, I went and got Xander's haircut yesterday.
Yes.
And we went into the little local barber there, and they've been cutting Xander's hair for a while. And he goes, he had the mullet, and then he like cleaned it down to like a little mini mullet. And the guy goes, we're just tidying it up. I said, yeah, he starts school. And he goes, oh yeah, you'll be able to keep that. I said, oh no, he's going to high school. And he goes,
Yeah.
oh nah.
No.
It's got to go.
I love it when the barbers go, what school?
Yeah, they
And then
are.
you tell them, and then they go, oh, well, this is it. But I'm so confused why this is such an outrage because I think maybe because they put it up on Facebook. But that is the school policy. Like, so when you go up to a school like that, you have to agree to the policy, which is how you wear the uniform, how you do the haircut.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't see a problem with that. And I have to say, the kids at St Edmund College, oh, some of the nicest kids I've met. Our kids played against them at sport, and I was like, what lovely kids. But maybe they weren't the ones with the mullet because a mullet really changes someone.
I agree with you. It does.
I was being sarcastic.
No, I think my son had that god awful mullet.
Yeah.
And he became a rascal.
And I'm telling you, I actually do think that there's a link between a haircut and a child's behaviour because he seems like he's still a rat bag, but I think he was just...
I think it's
A little bit
because
more,
the
what I
kids
said.
look
Give
at
you
him
an
like,
attitude.
oh, mate, you're sick. Yeah, you've really got it. So
well,
I think
you
that
got a
they-
bit of an attitude when you went skinhead.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. See? Yeah. Do anyone know why it's called the mullet?
No.
No?
It's got something to do with the fish?
Not really. No. It was the Beastie Boys.
Why? What does that go?
That is not an explanation.
Yeah.
That
Walks
is just
away
an,
from
that is
microphone.
I know.
just
Why do
an
you
origin.
do that? You love just doing like, oh,
In a
look at
song,
that.
they paid out a guy and called him a mullet head, and he had that hair, and it stuck. That's why that's
But what
called the
year was
mullet.
that? Because the mullet's been
1980?
Nah, the mullet's been around, I reckon, late 70s.
Well, was it called a mullet, or did we call it a mullet after that?
Maybe it was called a mistake.
I think it is time for it to go. But I'm okay with if you going to a school like that, then you stick to the school rules.
Of course. It's like getting into the army and saying, I'm not going to wear the camo.
I got sent home for dyeing my hair because that wasn't allowed when I went to that school. And I did like blonde streaks. So they said you have to go home until you can fix it. And I was like, well, this is going to be a long time to grow out. But I had to reverse the streaks.
Oh.
Yeah, right. So the haircut was obviously around before then, but what AI is saying, Stav, do you want AI to back you up?
Sure.
Yeah, the Beastie Boys, I think, gave it the name. It was just them, it was just a haircut then. And then they also credited for putting the business in the front, party in the back part.
I would like to meet someone who has had an OG mullet, because it's interesting when you see the kids going, yeah, it's a new hairstyle. And you're like, no, it's not, because we had that. But someone who has kept a mullet since the late 70s and are still rocking it to this day, because that's hard. You can go grey, start losing your hair.
Yeah, true.
That is a real commitment.
There's nothing worse than bald with mullet. You know, that look. Balding at the front, mullet at the back. That's not.
My granddad had a comb over, and I can only ever remember it. Like, every time he didn't.
Yeah, it's such a primary school maths teacher look.
Yeah, and when you don't, as a kid, when you don't realise it's a comb over, and you see your grandfather for the first time without his hair oil in, and he's got this just big tuft of hair hanging down one side of his head and bald, you go, I had no idea of the construction of what was going on up there.
There's a
See,
big
confuse you, see? Yeah.
There's a big online community of men that are taking that plunge, battling with trying to look like they've got hair, and then all the guys get together and go, let's do it, mate, and they do it, and they go, I should have done that years ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like 13, 10, 60, if you think a haircut actually affects the behaviour of a child, we'd love to hear from you. I strongly think it does.
I think it would.
I think a haircut definitely affects them.
I think a beard changes a man. It's attitude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bad for the worse?
No, they just feel like other men respect them more.
I would agree with that. That's the only reason I agree with this beard.
Yeah.
I respect that opinion, Beardy.
Because a baby face boy does not get the respect of other men, I think. It's like that manly thing.
My barber said that to me. That's when I grew. He goes, you should grow a beard. I said, I've never had one. I'm not sure that I can. He said, you should grow one. People will respect you more. I'm still trying to find someone who respects me, but I'm not giving up.
Well, you've had both. Non-beard and beard. Do you respect him more
I thought
with
you
beard?
meant me, and I was like, I thought I shaved it.
I respect her more with a beard.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
ChatGPT? Yeah, dude. There's a bunch of apps and programs you can subscribe to that use OpenAI to do all your writing for you. People use them to write poems, write job applications, but what they're really good for is dealing with chicks.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who now pays for ChatGPT.
I do.
Are you back on? I thought you weren't. You started paying
I got
again?
annoyed at it because I was like, you're not doing a good job. Google could do that. And I told it that. So we had a bit of a disagreement and then I returned.
So you had a fight with it and now you're paying $30 a month.
And each time I say it's the last time, but then I take photos of the things I have in my food.
Yeah.
And
in your
it
fridge.
comes up with meal lists.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's
I
pretty
never
good.
thought of that.
Now, I mainly started paying for it because I wanted it to generate a lot of images. As you know, I've been doing a lot of fishing with my son. He outfishes me every time we go. And so for the gram, I've been ChatGPTing fish into my photos.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good. So, like...
Worth it because you know what? People love a photo of a guy holding fish.
I'm not trying to impress anyone.
Okay. But yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. I've been married and I'm damaged goods. I'm not chasing anything. So this was the photo I took on the beach.
Right. Yep.
As you can see there.
Pretending
then-
to hold up something, but
Yep,
there's
and
nothing
then-
there, and then you've inserted the fish.
Yeah, right.
20 seconds later, bang, 2 fish in my hand. And I'm smart enough to say, make sure they're Australian species so proper fishermen don't be like, no, you can't go over here.
You didn't want to give yourself a tan if you're doing all that?
Funny you say that, Abby. Funny you say that. Because you could give me the fish, and on 131060, I want you to tell me when ChatGPT hasn't been as good as it's made itself out to be.
Oh, I love it when
Right?
it makes mistakes because I was like, you've made a mistake. And it goes, oh, you are right, Abby. And I was like, say it again.
Says, oh, we can do all of this and artificial intelligence. But you know what it couldn't do or refused to do?
Yeah.
Give me a 6-pack.
Really?
Why? Because it did it for Reese Walsh.
I don't know. Maybe it was the fish. I'm not sure. I said, and when I
I
do
am
it,
not a miracle maker, Matthew.
when I do it and ask it to do stuff to photos of me, I never say it's me. It probably knows, but I always say of this guy.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, it's like, good one.
I said, can you give him a muscly body? Sorry, I can't help with that. Wow.
Why?
And then I said, give him a 6-pack. Said, I cannot help with this request because it is incomplete. Please try using different wording.
Oh.
Oh, because it might have done beer, 6-pack? Like, what is
Maybe.
it doing?
That's what I thought. I said, please edit this photo and give this man abdominal muscles and make his package a little bigger.
Sweet. That's what the P
And that's
stands
what it
for.
goes, yeah.
I thought, well, here we go. I'm like, what? Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? I want to put the...
Sky's the limit. So
Everyone
what did it come
uses
up with?
filters on Instagram. It said, I need to confirm one clear, non-explicit edit request before I can generate the image. And then I gave up because I was just starting to feel like I was too thirsty and, you know, but it refused to make me hot.
Wow.
And that was annoying. I'm paying you
They're
$30
already rebelling.
I'm paying you $30 a month,
Yeah.
and you're not giving me what I want.
Wow.
I just took some photos and got it to add up a lot of stuff, and then I double checked it and it was wrong. And I was like, it's just numbers. You should be able to add better. And then it was like, I'm sorry, that decimal point was not clear. I was like, don't make excuses for it.
It knows. It's apparently you can ask it to count, and it's refusing to account to 1 million is another one that people have been posting about.
So if anyone's found that ChatGPT is wrong, of course, Stav Davidson wouldn't have because he doesn't use it.
Nope.
I mean, it hasn't stopped me. I've been asking it to put new hairstyles on me and all
I
that
saw that. You
stuff.
keep sending me stuff. It doesn't even look like you, though.
If you're going to roll your eyes, I won't send them to you.
What sort of haircuts? You haven't sent them to me.
I asked it to do... I sent it to Abs because she said to me, you're going to bring your ChatGPT. I'll try and find them for you, Stab, but embarrassingly, I have so many to get through here.
Kirsten, our new EP, she had a fight with ChatGPT over what?
Yeah, I did. I'm worried that I asked it too hard a question, but somehow at 1:30 in the morning I asked it who the current president of the United States was.
Wait, why at 1:30?
It's a really good question. I can't really remember, but it had been a big night.
Okay,
Right.
sure.
So I'd asked it something about Trump, and it said there is no Trump administration right now. It then argued with me and said Donald Trump is not currently the president of the United States.
Wow.
And when I pressed it, it said it doesn't have access to current news.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But when I asked it who the current People's Sexiest Man of the Year was, it knew that it was Jonathan Bailey. So,
Okay.
And that was at 2 a.m.? Or
yeah, a little bit later.
Yeah, so
Maybe it was just wishful thinking from ChatGPT.
or a Democrat
well, it's only
set it
getting
up.
the information from the internet. That's what it is. It's just compiling it fast. So
Here we go. I got this for you.
right,
13, 10, 60. What did ChatGPT not know or get wrong, right? So we want to expose it here a little. I asked it to give me some new hairstyles.
Yeah.
There's one for you.
I like that. Jesus.
Gave me long hair.
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
You look like Anthony LaPaglia.
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
And then I said, what about with a mullet?
That's great too.
We'll get these up on social.
You look
so
like
can
that
see them.
wrestler guy.
Wrestler guy?
Yeah, you'd know him if I. Yeah.
And then I wanted a different hair color, and I said, remove my beard.
Oh dear God, we've gone backwards there. Okay, yeah.
How long did all this take you? Like, what were you doing at this time?
How much water did it take? Would be my question.
Yeah, it does use a lot of water. Apparently, it uses a lot of water to keep the service cool. I don't know how long I was doing that for. Luckily, it doesn't tell you the times.
Long enough that by the end he looked like the first shot of the guy with the long hair.
Yeah. It started because my daughter wanted to know what she looked like with bangs.
Right.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Yeah. So, I'm deep in the well of ChatGPT. Deep in the well of it.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
The daily commute from the Gold Coast to Brisbane.
A major headache for drivers on the M1 today.
The M1 in Queensland, Australia is now one of the busiest roads in the world.
In the world.
In the world.
Oh my gosh, the M1, and everyone knows it is. I mean, I got to go on it tomorrow. Going down to New South Wales. I mean, like, I might have to leave at 4 a.m. to be able to get down there. But no, the M1, it is so slow, and if a traffic accident happens, it's like your morning is just done. So for those that commute daily, you are absolute heroes, and everyone caught up and agreed, yes, it is so difficult.
Honestly, it is pathetic. They don't want to let you in.
The old people driving 50 Ks that can't see over the steering wheel.
I think that people need to stay out of the middle lane when they're driving down the freeway.
I think it's stupid that we are merging into the slow lane.
I reckon that we should keep trucks right. I don't see why we slow down the biggest, heaviest, slowest vehicles on the road.
You know why everyone's got a theory about it? Because you've got a lot of time to think about it when you're stuck in traffic. And for 3 hours I was going from Brisbane to, we went to Currumbin, but it was bumper to bumper and didn't go over 20 Ks until we went past Nerang. And I was thinking, because there's so many entries and it slows it down. But if we had less entries, stop smoking when I do this. Could just think about it, right?
I did.
Less entries, but those entries were big. They were big and they were controlled. So they had traffic lights, allowing people to merge.
So you're saying less on-ramps.
Yeah.
But
more effective ones.
Right. Because my thought was that what you would do is just take all the traffic jam and put it into the on-ramp.
Yeah.
Not the highway.
Well, yes, it's going to be slower during that one time or 2 times, but not every couple of Ks.
Yeah. So I don't.
What's your
I don't have a solution. That's why
stop smirking at those that are trying.
I play Taylor Swift songs and check the weather. But the Minister for Transport and Main Roads, he spends his whole life trying to
hearing about people's complaints,
work out these sorts of issues. His name is Brent, and he joins us this morning. Minister, have you heard this and gone, oh my God, all of the years we've looked at this, we've missed it.
Don't do that.
Well, morning. Abby's idea is better than a lot of the solutions we saw from the former government.
Nice.
And just before we start, I do just want to acknowledge that today's National Day of Mourning for the Bondi victims.
Absolutely.
And obviously a tragedy none of us want to see repeated, so I'll definitely be pausing. But in all seriousness, I know the M1's a mess. I was actually stuck in traffic last week. My 4 young kids, I've got 4 kids under 10 stuck in traffic, just like Abby, heading down the coast. And we know that we need to do more. That's why we just probably 6 weeks ago, I think it was, we opened the first stage of the Coomera Connector. That's designed to get traffic off the M1, so all that local traffic that's got to get down from Coomera to Southport, for example. We get that onto the Coomera Connect, and hopefully they don't have to use those on-ramps. But, there's a whole lot that needs to be done to get the M1 up to scratch.
The issue is that we have grown so quickly since it was first there. Would you say that's really where it's all come from?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's been a lack of investment in roads generally, not just in the southeast, but right across the state. And but here, everyone knows the growth we've experienced here in the southeast. I live on the sunny coast. I just heard your traffic report. We live the same dream coming from the sunny coast to Brisbane on the bus, and when you come through North Lakes, you're going to hit traffic every day, and it's the same on the M1 from between the Gold Coast. The way to tackle it is to fix those exits. So there's a heap of different exits through there, exit 45, exit 54, exit 38. We're working on upgrading all those to try to make it flow better. But also we're spending over $5 billion upgrading the rail line between the Gold Coast and Brisbane. And that's all about trying to provide an alternative, right? So that'll take, not everyone's going to use it, but it'll take cars off the M1, reduce some of that pressure. Right now,
are you telling us about all of those ideas because you don't want to say that Abby's idea will not work?
I'm not going to say it wouldn't work. I think, I'm happy to listen to any idea, to be honest. And I think
we need an answer. I'm sorry, Minister. We need an answer.
No, I'm just happy Abby cares enough to come up with ideas, to be honest. I've sat in that traffic and I've asked some questions of some of the public servants that work in the Department of Transport Main Roads that came to office. I've regretted some of the questions I've asked because there's always a good answer as to why it can't happen. But look, the truth is we've got to do better, right? We've got to build infrastructure that supports the population. And if that means better on-ramps, better off-ramps, I'm not sure we want to shift it from onto the local roads, to be honest. No. But what we do need to do is build a road network that actually supports everyone getting to and around the coast.
But you're kind of not wrong, Abs, because what you said there, Brent, with the Coomera expansion, that's taking people off the M1, so they're not getting on the on-ramps. So you're clearing up the on-ramps. So,
it's exactly right. So the solution might be different, but the problem we're solving for is exactly the same. Everyone knows when you drive down the coast, you're going to hit traffic around Dreamworld there, right?
Yeah.
A lot of that's about the locals getting on at that point.
Yep.
And some of those people just get off it the next exit. So the more of that traffic we can take off the M1, the more it frees it up for all of those who need to use the M1 to get to and from Brizzy or beyond.
Brent, let's take us back to, I think it was last week you were saying, and you had 4 kids driving there. Do you feel like a lot of people making the decision might need to have that pressure of having those 4 kids for those hours just complaining?
That's a good idea.
It certainly focuses the mind, right? When I've got a 4-year-old in the back seat asking me when we're going to get there, and a 6-year-old asking to go to the toilet and you've got nowhere to get off, I get it. I understand what it's like, and as you guys said at the start, for those who have to do it day in, day out, getting to and from work or getting kids to school, it's a constant battle. So that's why we're trying to fast track all that work on those exits. It'll definitely make a difference as we get that work started. It's going to take a while because unfortunately a lot of the planning work hasn't been done. So we're doing all those designs now and getting shovels in the ground. Getting the Coomera connector finished will make a big, big difference. I think 65,000 tonnes of asphalt was laid on that main section of road there, and it'll take a heap of traffic off the M1 when it's finished. We've opened that first section, but there's a heap more to do.
Abs, you need to draw it up. Why don't you draw it?
Oh, I was just going to ask when the next meeting is. I'll be there.
Take it there.
Yeah.
Minister, thank you so much for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Have a good day. See you.
Right. Didn't want to give you the definitive answer, though,
he's
did he?
basically saying no, isn't it? Like he's like looking at other complex issues, not just your
stupid ones.
Closing down. I didn't want to ask about the Gold Coast sign.
No, we'll get him back. He's a good chap.
Unless
we sell it,
there's something in it,
money and
you see in 6 months' time he does a big announcement and goes, "I have the solution."
Yes,
me and my team have worked on it, which is possible. All right, remember this day.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast. Dear Abby.
Do you want my help or not?
I'm just trying to help.
Celebrating 15 years of Dear Abby. I mean, not the other Dear Abby that I actually stole the idea from, but I'm actually talking about Dear Abby on B105. So thank you so much to everyone that I guess has shared their story, and also the ones that give their opinion as well. Because I get a bit emotional, the amount of people that have come up and said, "Hey, do you remember I sent this in?" I was like, oh.
Do you remember?
I do. Do you remember the people that came up to us when we did our quiz night and they were like, these are my kids that you are responsible for? And I was like, oh my gosh, I got all teary.
Don't do DNA tests. We can't afford them.
No, they were a beautiful gay couple that were asking for surrogate advice, and I was completely blown away by how many women even called up to offer to be a surrogate.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. But if you've got one, you can DM us on any of our socials. And this one is an interesting one. What do you think she should do in this situation? She said, "Dear Abby, I am a widow and I'm getting remarried. I'm struggling to whether I invite the parents of my first husband or not. For some context, we used to spend a lot of time with his family and was very close with his parents. This was fine at the time as I struggled as a young mum. I had lots of anxiety and his family was able to help and offer assistance. It was a shock when he passed away from an undiagnosed medical condition. As part of my early grief journey, I did a lot of personal work. I spent a lot of time on my own and started making a lot of realizations that what I really wanted for myself and for my children. As time went by, I started noticing differences in values between myself and his family. Fast forward, and I have found a new partner who has fully supported my needs as a widow, as a mum, and most importantly, as just myself. We've been together for a few years and recently became engaged. While nothing has been said by my late husband's parents, I can tell the dynamics has changed. I'm worried about inviting them to our wedding. I'm also worried. I'm also happy with my new man. I'm able to be me for the first time in my years, and I finally feel like I am living the life I've always wanted. I am worried about how his parents will feel sitting, listening to our vows and hearing our love story. I'm also worried about their conversations with other people at the wedding. I don't want those thoughts to consume my day, but I also know that it will be a big bombshell if I don't invite them. What should I do? I will add that I will always continue to be a big part of their life, as well as they'll be a big part of ours because they are grandparents to our children.
That's true.
What should I do?
You know someone that did this.
131060, if you've got advice of what you think she should do. Yes, I did. They included them. It was... I guess, for he's a good friend of mine and I was good friends with his wife and his wife passed away. And when he was getting remarried, it's really interesting to have every one of those guests have different journey because it's kind of shocked to see him with someone new. Remember, it was like Rove, when we all loved Rove and we fell in love with, Belinda, and then to know that he's moved on, but you forget how many years have been in between.
Yeah.
They've gone through a whole process for it. And he invited his first wife's family, but they included them. They didn't have any children, but I mean, even his new bride included them.
Yeah.
So there was no awkward moments.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's really important. If she's questioning it, that's what's probably going to be hard. Because if you're feeling uncomfortable about saying your love story because you don't want to offend them.
But they didn't break up. He passed away.
Yeah.
So essentially, if the in-laws of her husband who passed don't want her to move on, they expect her to just completely stop her life now. She still has to live.
Yes.
She still, I'm sure, would wish that her husband was here. But, that's
think
not,
what
she
they're saying is,
she didn't choose the situation.
Is it going to be, she doesn't know if she's going to go, I'm finally myself and I found the love of my life.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she can choose her words a bit wisely
Yes,
and
but
not
I guess
say don't say you were unhappy in the first marriage in front of the parents of the person.
And plus, you've got your children.
Yeah.
I think you have to go to them and say, I want to invite you, but I want you to feel comfortable saying no.
Or also, I mean, if they say yes, then that's on them, on how they behave. They have to respect that and respect what they're going to, rather than being at the table going, she was much happier when she was with my son.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they would, but, that's...
I just think it's hard. Like, we even felt, even just those situations at a wedding where you're like, Scott's parents don't get along.
Yeah.
At all. And it is just in the back of your mind, where do you position them as well? And you're like, you don't want to have those moments, so I guess you just got to go, I'll leave it up to them.
I wonder if anyone has ever, because you might still get along really well with your ex-in-laws if you've split up.
Yeah.
So do you invite
from a partner.
them?
Like, I wonder if anyone's ever even invited those in-laws along to a wedding or something before.
Has Bev ever got any invitations?
No, she still speaks to my first boyfriend. Yeah, so he lives up here in Brisbane, and she'll be like, it was his birthday. So I sent him a message, and I was like, great. How is he? And then I feel bad. Like, do I have to say happy birthday?
No, Bev's got it covered for you.
She's like, his wife is just so lovely.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
Trends are a dime a dozen, but sometimes one sticks out where you go, I know just the person for that. And this one popped up in my Insta feed, and I was like, I'm surprised you haven't done this already, to be fair, Abs. Because they're taking off where people get together and throw themselves admin parties. You heard about these? Where you all get together, bunch of friends, have some wine, have some drinkies, and get stuff done from bills, tax forms, subscription management.
Isn't that just drinking at work?
I mean...
No,
sounds
what you do all your personal stuff at work...
Well, it's like admin, if you're saying admin parties.
Life admin.
Life admin, no.
Right, it's got to be stuff particularly. Yeah, right,
Yeah.
okay.
So say you haven't got life insurance. You get that knocked over.
So what, you have like a checklist? I would love that.
Yeah.
Because then you're in a room, but there would always be a friend that you wouldn't invite. And
Why?
they'd be like, because they're a mess. I wouldn't get an invite. Do you know, like those people where you go, you've just got your life together, and they're always so organised.
Yes.
I would love those people.
Like I said to you, you enjoy doing this, and we could have done this together, but we didn't. We could have sat down, put on some tunes, had a glass of wine, and unsubscribed to all the emails that we get.
I find that so satisfying.
So satisfying.
Especially when it's time of like the Black Friday sales or anything like that, and you used to be able to just do that unsubscribe button. Like, that is rewarding.
Yes. I don't even mind when they redirect you. I'm like, I'll take this challenge. I'm down for this.
I get annoyed with that. I'm
Yeah?
like, come on, just unsubscribe.
And then like, what's the reason for your unsubscribing? I'm like, you know the reason.
Do you know now on those reasons, and this one annoys me, you can select, I never asked to subscribe.
In the first
Yeah.
And you're like,
Wow.
so you know.
Yeah,
You
because
know
you're-
that I didn't want this, but you did it anyway.
Yes, because they've bought the data of someone else that you bought it
Yeah.
from, and
Yeah.
you've signed up to that. Do you know which one I do need help for at the moment?
Yeah.
I know that it's like, I get like butcher's paper, which is just, the
big
large
sheet of
thing.
paper,
Yes.
yeah.
And I write down the one that I can't get organised is the kids' schedule at the moment for sports, because it doesn't work. So I kind of need someone else to go, wait a minute, like they need to go here on that day, that on that day.
Hang on, so what are
Yeah.
they calling them? Life admin parties?
Yeah.
Because it is just sounding like life, but you've got an excuse to drink through life.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, and it's also it's a technique called body doubling, where you're more likely to do something if there's another person present.
Okay.
Who's doing
And
it
it's
as
also
well.
that shame.
Yeah.
Where you're sitting there and no one's got life insurance, have they? And everyone goes, yeah, you go,
Oh.
oh, do you?
Oh.
Yeah.
So that way you could feel like that shame of kind of going, I have to actually organise it.
Like pop quiz around the grounds. Unread emails in your inbox.
You're not going to like this. You're
I'm
going to
have
feel
a
sick.
conniption.
15,422.
Oh my God.
93.
Oh God.
You've only got 93?
Only?
I did a big clean out before I came back.
I've got
8.
8.
That's just what I got today.
But do you actually read them and then delete them?
The ones that I know that I need to, but if it's like from super cheap order, do good work, but I'm not looking for anything at the moment, I'll just delete that kind of thing,
But mine,
because then they're all in your deleted anyway if you need to search for them.
Right.
Yeah. Unread messages on your phone. Oh, this will kill me.
20.
I don't think I'll come to the party.
How many?
282.
Oh my God, none.
Yeah, but you don't get any.
With the messages, 282 messages.
They're all me saying, pick up your phone.
Well, they're idiots for leaving it on there because I say...
You literally say, I'm not going to read
I'm not going to do the message. Make sure you text me.
You mean voicemails?
Yes.
Oh, I think you meant
yeah.
text messages.
No, text as well.
110 voicemails.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And you know what? The other thing is missed calls. I won't return your call unless you tell me on voicemail what you wanted. Because if you won't tell me on voicemail what you wanted, you obviously don't want me to know, so I don't want to take your call.
Fair enough.
That's my theory on that.
Oh, but this is going to be a long party.
How many subscriptions do you reckon you have that you don't use?
I've signed up
That
to
kind of
so
thing.
many
All
more
of them?
because I keep thinking I'll sign up. I think I signed up to and it's like, Amazon Prime so I could watch a show. And I'm like, you know what? 7-day free. Don't worry. I am gonna unsubscribe by the time it comes around, and then I forget.
The key there is to just unsubscribe straight away, because then you still get the 7 free and you've done it.
You're going to be a bore at the party, but I do appreciate you.
No, I'm not. I'm going to be the life of this kind of party. At any other party, I'd be a bore, but at this one, they'll be like, woo!
There has been a big uptake, especially this year, of something that I've always wanted to do that you guys hate, which is the scrapbook parties. They're doing it at the start of the year, and there are even companies now that do it. So you all get together with your girlfriends, because I haven't seen any guys do it, and they will have a glass of wine. You cut out those photos that you want and put them up.
I've seen heaps of girls, like vision boards.
Yeah, but I would be embarrassed to do that in a group because they'd be like, you want to look like that? It's not going to happen, Abby. Like my body,
That just sounds like you need to put a thing on there to get new friends as well.
Go to that and make it really be like, dispose of body by March.
Yeah. Man, what imagine if you did a vision board but you just made it so easily achievable?
Well, that's what you do. You always go, my goals are what I've already achieved, so I've already
But they do say that. They say if you have a to-do list for the day, have things like get out of bed. Because it gets the ball rolling, you feel like you've achieved stuff already. They have a shower, tick, and you're ticking away, and you go, I am doing great here. This is going really well. So that's not as stupid as you made it sound.
Do you want to have one of these parties?
God, no.
You wanted to tell us about. I didn't know whether you were inviting us to a party or what we were doing.
Yeah, when's the last time you've invited us to a party at your house?
When was the last time I had a party at my house?
Only you can answer that. We don't live with you.
Last weekend.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
I have made a decision that that's it. I am never travelling again.
Are you done with your overseas travel?
Staying put. Yes.
You've completed the world, have you?
I have. I've circumnavigated it. Because something keeps happening to me when I travel that is just plain rude, I feel. Because I think we all remember when I popped over to Amsterdam middle of last year to catch one of my favourite bands, Counting Crows. And then when I came back, because we were trying to get an interview with said band, we couldn't get it organised. But by the time I got back,
they said no stalkers allowed.
That's true. Adam Duritz, the lead singer, lovely guy.
Is that his name?
Yeah, just watched the documentary. If you haven't seen it, it's very good. He did a personalised message to me, and at the end of that message, he did drop a bombshell that they would be.
Well, I've got it here. Should we let him?
Okay,
let him do it.
Hey, Stav, how you going, mate? It's Adam from Counting Crows. Thanks for making it all the way to Amsterdam to see us. All the way from down under. I hope you made it home okay. I know that town can be a place to get lost in. Come do it again soon, or we'll just see you in the spring in Australia.
That's the bit that got us, because you didn't do your research,
I
did
didn't.
you? For a band that you love, you should have known that they were going to tour and come to Australia, which would have saved you how much money?
Lots. They hadn't announced that at that stage, so
Okay.
I was taking a chance.
And when he says,
And when they were here last time, you didn't even see them.
No, I didn't know they were here. And now this time it's in Byron Bay. It's too far away.
there just so happened to be magic mushrooms where they were playing that time. So
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
know. There's a different
There's
motive
magic
to be able to
mushrooms in
go.
Byron Bay. And
Is there?
Yeah, there is. And I have just returned from an epic, absolutely epic holiday overseas where we did go to Norway and we did a cruise line there that takes you to the Northern Lights. And that, I mean, I've sold a kidney. I'm not kidding. It was an expensive trip, and Norway is an expensive country. $90 for a hamburger. No word of a lie.
But were the lights worth it?
The lights were worth it, Abby. The lights were worth it. And then just this week, if you happen to be living in the wonderful city of Ipswich, which is what, half hour from my place?
Depends what time you
Yeah,
leave.
it really does. 50 minutes sometimes.
If you were living there
If there's an accident
Yeah,
on the
that's-
Santan.
and you looked up, you just so could have seen the Southern Lights.
Are they different than the northern?
No, it's just the
No.
area.
Oh, they really are.
It's
Okay.
exactly the same.
But why? Because what is the phenomenon behind it?
It's the sun's flare hitting the Earth, causing streams of photons and things to curl up magnetically towards the sun, and the sun hitting it reflects the light, and you can see the
pretty lights.
The pretty lights. So
But I have
travelled-
never heard about it in Ipswich before. So
No,
what
this
was
is a phenomenon.
Oh.
This is as rare as the Counting Crows coming to Australia. This
Well,
is.
it's not. They've come here many times.
Shush.
And
So I travelled halfway around the globe again to see something that I thought I could only see there again, only for when I return for them to be happening in my backyard at this specific time, at this specific day, centralised entirely.
What do I want to happen in Brisbane? We can send you off there.
Well, I don't
what I
know.
thought.
He got the
That's
flu
what
over
I
there, and
thought.
now he's saying that it's a new type of flu. What is it?
K.
A K flu, and he brought that one back. So you know,
Oh, you're patient
he
zero.
went all the way over there to get it, where he could have got it here.
And I tell you, with $90 hamburgers, I ate so many bats.
Are you sure it was? If it was $90, you sure it was actual?
So when were
I
the
think that's why you
lights
pay
here?
the money for. Yeah.
Southern Lights. What day? What
They were
night?
this week, Tuesday. You could see them, and they're all the way up the coast, all as far as Hamilton Island. I reckon you couldn't see them here because of light pollution. But if you're in a bit of a darker area, you might be able to spot them. So keep an eye out. Save your cash.
How beautiful.
Very beautiful. Change your life. You have a whole new outlook. We're
You seem the
we're-
same.
We're so fragile.
The same
Matthew,
negative self is really returned.
on this little
Oh.
on this
Yeah.
little globe that we
Once you've
spin
travelled-
around.
I'm
on.
surprised you didn't come back with an accent. You know?
I did. My
You know?
accent came back in Scotland.
Are you doing
Did it
anything?
really
It did.
though?
It did.
they say that you sound Australian, like when you were speaking with
yeah.
your cousin?
Yes, but then I would drop in and out. So he was like, "Oh, a little bit of Glaswegian there."
And how long did that last for?
A couple of days.
As soon as the plane left Scotland. It was like, how's it
Oh,
going,
thank God,
everyone?
bloody hell, eh?
Stav, Abby, and Matt, the podcast.